Hi, it's Marian. It has been a while since I've done a video. I said I would do one on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I missed Tuesday. It's Thursday. Hi. This is what I got this morning in meditation. Today is the day for all people to come together, and isn't it fitting that this is on 9/11? This is what I got this morning. Today is the day for all people to come together. We are all. Source is dark and light. Source is all there is. There is nothing that did not come from Source. We are all one. We have all come from the one source of the all that is. All that is love. Come back. Come back home. Love and unity alone will heal humanity. Home is inside you. Home is inside you. You have to turn from the fear, turn to love, go in, find it. It's there. It's what you're made of. You're a light being having a human experience in a human body. But the light that you came from, the light that you are, is love. We're all love. The plagues of humanity today, living in a concrete jungle, so disconnected from nature. COVID is to wake you up. Is it getting you back to nature? Are you seeing, feeling, thinking, and doing different things? Different things, less matrixy, more out of the matrix? We are all one. And that is the bottom line. Our Father, who art in heaven, as above, so below. We've come here for heaven on earth, not to wear masks and fear our brothers and sisters, to isolate ourselves from each other in our own houses, in our neighborhoods, and in our cities, at our jobs, unity, love, compassion, and understanding are what's going to get us through this time. Separation, social distancing, if allowed to continue, is a divide and conquer move that is working so brilliantly that it breaks my heart that you can't see it. We know it was a planned pandemic. If you live in fear, I hate to say, it leaves you more susceptible. If you're following all the rules, all built around lies, you are susceptible. Knowing the truth not only sets you free, but you vibrate at a different frequency. The frequency of truth is very different than the frequency of lies. The frequency of love is very different than the frequency of fear. The frequency of unity is very different than the frequency of separation. Those who are believing the lies, especially those who are believing the lies, who have been shown the truth, some of you, over and over and over again. And yet, you would call us who are trying to bring you the message of salvation, of love, of unity, of oneness. How can that be bad? How can you find problem with that? Seek the light, seek the love, seek the feeling good. Not if it feels good, do it. Like party animal like that. No, 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 no. On a much more conscious level, on a much deeper level. How do you feel? How do you feel when you look at your mate or your child and you can't see the smile anymore? Forget that you can't understand what they're saying. Where's the smile? Where are our smiles? They want your happiness gone. They don't care about you or your family's happiness. They don't care that your children are being brought up antisocial now. They don't care. They only want to control you. They only want you to keep working, feeding the wheel, feeding the machine. We must be more humane. It must matter that there's more food on the grocery floor for others and not just us. But what we should be doing is growing. We should be growing our own foods, because as they are controlling us with this vaccine and this COVID, using it to turn our planet, this lovely home of ours that they've not been caring about, our Mother Earth, for a very long time, but so they can turn this lovely planet of ours into a prison state. Look at it. Look at it when you walk into a store with everybody with their masks on. I mean, look how easy it was for them. And I know you people, I know those of you who are experiencing loved ones that are ill think I'm full of shit. COVID is a very little part of the big picture. It was a big move on their part to control us. And it works so well that they'll just keep on going from here. It didn't have to be this way. But as people acquiesce, as people conform as people conform, give their consent, more restrictions will be put on. We all know. Next, you need a piece of paper so that you can go to work. Then you need a piece of paper so you can cross a border. You may even need a piece of paper to go get food. But we know that you won't be able to buy things without the right card. And it doesn't matter if you have the right card. If they don't want you to get the money off it, you won't. And I don't care what you need, what you think is important. If they decide that what you said or what you've done isn't somehow not going with the program, your card just won't work. Your money just won't be available. It's very, very important time. Very important election. All you Trump haters, oh my God. Would you like to live in a socialist state? Socialist union? Socialist country? I would like, actually my friend Richard said that he would gladly give you a ticket to a socialist nation so that you could go over there and see what you're buying us into when you make that vote for the other party. He says you will be looking for a way back to America so fast it will make your own head spin. I believe that he's correct. I don't want to live in a socialist state. And if you do, you should go to one of those other ones instead of making one of the only nations left that isn't. Leaving it the way. Not that this... the system needs to break down from the way it is. That's clear. It's a good thing. It will build back up in the best of New Earth ways. For the betterment of humanity. Not the people or inorganic ones, as Ralph says, that have been in power for so long, running everything the way it has, in the new earth, in the new way. You will be able to live from your talents. We will be paid for what we do well. You will not have to go to a mindless job that steals your soul piece by piece every day that you go. The arts will come back. Happy people will come back. The reason to get up in the morning will be revived. But you have to believe it so for it to be so. You have to be part of the solution by thinking it so. You must think about what you do want and give no time to what you don't want. You must think about what you do want and give no time to what you don't want. For whatever you give your attention and energy to will grow. So give it to the miracle. Give it to the best vision of your future you've got. Sit down, close your eyes, and envision the new world. Envision the new world. I'm going to do a video right after this one where we are going to do just that. I think this is already long enough. That would be too long. And I think it's going to be very powerful. I don't want it to get lost in this video. Be happy in your now. Be happy and serene, content and satisfied, and eager for what's left ahead, for what lies ahead, for what's yet to come. This is the way to be in the receptive mode. This is the best of all states to be in, to create. You create with every thought you think, in every second of every day. Just most of us are doing it unconsciously. I'm telling you, this is the truth. Whether you believe me or not, do some research. There have been plenty of people who came and talked about it before me. And look at the Wright brothers. Look at Tesla. Look at Einstein. These people knew this. They knew that what they thought, if you can have the thought and the vision, you can create it. It already exists in the mind of God. Have enough love for yourself. Love yourself enough to do the research. Get online. TV, mainstream news media, that is all for the inorganic ones and the program people. The YouTube, the internet, that was made for the awake ones. Steve Jobs knew what he was doing. He made us a place to go that wasn't MSN, that wasn't bought and paid for, where we could all share. Do not poo-poo the internet and YouTube. You may not like everybody on it. Nobody's asking you to like everybody on it. But how can just not be ridiculous? There's so much good information there. And if it doesn't feel true to you, move on. But seriously, just because it sounds outrageous, like chemtrails or HARP controlling weather, or GMO being in pretty much everything, or they're going to fake a food crisis here in the near future, if not this year, next year. Doesn't it stand to reason? If they can control us with toilet paper and water, and antiseptic and freaking hand sanitizer and dighty wipes. Of course, they'll do it with food. This was all just a test that everybody passed with flying colors. Can be controlled very easily. Look at them all still wearing their masks. The doctors that performed the autopsies found each limb, 2 arms, 2 legs, and 1 severed, that the blood had coagulated. They suggested very strongly that you take a low dose of aspirin on a daily basis. I have a truck driver friend, Richard, who has been into the most severe number, the highest number states, California, driving a truck, and he's been doing this ever since this information came to us. He's not contracted it. I've passed this information to a few people. Unfortunately, one of them, now one of their family members, has COVID. I would venture to guess that she did not follow my advice. Understand, when they say we're going to keep you safe, they mean we're going to instigate another way, install another control feature. Understand, I know these truths, and they have separated me from my friends because they do not. And so I cannot speak my truth in front of them because they cannot accept any of it. They are programmed in full to where they cannot hear truths. Veils are not being lifted. I hope that the big disclosure, the big reveal, the big thing coming, Jesus on the clouds, or fake Jesus on the clouds, aliens in spaceships, a shock to all the non-believers, to all the non-truthers, to all the conspiracy theory bashers. There's no conspiracy. There's no theories, there's only conspiracies. When this big thing happens that is on, you'll know it because it will be covered and all the news media will have it. It will come at a time when the biggest mass of people possible can see it. Because that's the way the industry does it. Just probably like the space productions, the NASA productions. Yeah, it'll be huge. Everyone will be watching. Will you be scared? Will it be aliens and you'll all be scared and think that you need the government to protect you from them? Or what will it be? I don't know. We already know there's millions of other planets and solar systems and parallel timelines and universes. No, they're not all benevolent, I hear. I don't know. But I do know that there are many. I do believe that there are many that are conspiring to help humanity raise out of this low vibrational, cancerous activity of judgment, hate, war that they have accepted, that they have agreed to. I don't agree to it. I will not judge my brother. I understand that some of us, that some displaying what one might call bad behavior, awful behavior, maybe even killing people. I understand that there are many forces behind such behaviors, not just drugs and alcohol, which there's so many good reasons to drink and do drugs here. The mind-numbing jobs, the brain-crushing news, the devastation everywhere all the time. Don't turn it on. Don't turn it on. Most of it's made up. What was it, the Incas that called it the Maya? The Maya, the illusion. Media is named after an ancient god whose name defined. I do believe it was Medea. I could have that wrong, but the facts aren't wrong. Stands for illusion. Stands for illusion. The media are masters of illusion. The television tells lies to your vision. It always has. Turn it off. Get it out of your house. Turn it off. You'll be fine. You'll have just try and escape. People will hunt you down to tell you the bad news. You'll never escape it, okay? But you can choose to turn your eyes, as above, so below, toward the good, toward that which you know is good in everyone and everything. And let those who are still asleep, everybody's on their own journey. We can condemn no one for their journey. Everyone's right where they are. And it's all divine and it's all beautiful in the mind of God. But in the ascension process, we all want to rise together. We are not leaving anyone behind. There are many beings who have come simply to help humans arise. My understanding is we're leaving no part of Source behind in the cancerous conditions. So rise up, rise up, rise up. Awaken your mind, go inside. Turn off the television and go inside and get your news. Go inside and get your news. I'm going to do the same right now. I love you all. My heart is full, overflowing, sending you all tons of love and light. Love, light, healing, awakening, all the blessings that divine intelligence has for you right now. I would have them activated in you right now, that you may see a greater truth, that a veil may be lifted, that we may all be part of the solution and not the problem, that we may all be the lights of the world, that you will be the light wherever you go, that you will shine light on the darkness everywhere you go, that you will spread love everywhere you go, consciously loving your brother, especially those that you see in trouble, in hardship, in disease, asleep, believing the lies of the matrix, of this lack matrix. The new earth has no lack. It is all abundant like our Creator. There is no lack of anything. That is the one thing the source of all creation has not been able to find. Look ye high and low, cannot find a lack of itself. Everything is from Source, the all that is. We are all one. Become colorblind. Become colorblind. Namaste.